Hey everyone, welcome back. So in the last two video, we have seen how to upgrade our framework from older version which we did from 7.6 to 7.9, and that if you see in the package.json, it is clear here that WDSEL is 7.9 and WebDriver also is 7.9. So we have upgraded and we have updated our code as well based on the new changes, right? Now, uh, before moving to today's topic, if you remember in some previous video, we have seen how we can pass the test data for an application if you want from example table in the feature itself. We have taken this website as an example where we have created some steps and we needed to enter some first name, last name, and few other data, and that data we have passed as an example table. Now today we are going to look that how we can maintain our test data in JSON file and then read that JSON file in your step definition. So for that, I will be today working on this website where we will just see how we can enter first name, last name, email, and few more data, and that will be passing from the JSON file, not from the feature file. Now just as a preparation, I have already created one sample step where I have written two steps. Open this URL, which is nothing but again the same application. So open this URL, and when I enter all the mandate fields. Now there is two more steps which we'll see in the future videos, that how we can add few how we can cover few different scenarios, that we'll see in the future videos. But for now we'll just see only two things: open the URL and enter few mandate fields. That data will be passing, we are not passing from here, but we'll pass from the JSON file. So for all these fields, I have already written the locators for first name, last name, email, mobile, subject, and all. And I've already created a async function also where I'm setting first name, last name, which will this function will expect first name, last name as an input, set email, set subject, set mobile number. So for all these fields, first name, last name, email, mobile number, and subject, right? So for all this field to set, I have already created a function which is very similar to what we have done till now. So there is nothing new here. Now new will be that in step definition. So in step definition I have written the steps already, and if you see I've called those functions and I've just hard coded the data here, but will not use this data. It was just for a test purpose I have written. Now let's, what we can do instead of passing data like this or passing the data from feature file, let's pass the data from the JSON. Okay, so what we will do, we'll create a folder and let's put our all test data inside the test folder itself. Right click and we'll create a new folder called resources, and in resource folder let's create a test data JSON file. So I'll say form data.json and we'll create a JSON file here. Now JSON will always hold key and value pair. Okay, so if you want to manage some data, there are many ways in JSON you can manage an array also, but we'll see that later. For now we'll see that simple way, very the simplest form of JSON file. So for this applications, whatever we are going to enter first name, last name, and email, mobile number, and subject. So we'll say in single quote let's pass from first name, in then here colon, and in double quote again first name. So first name will be like test f name, and then comma, and then second other value. So here last name what will keep, test last name, you can keep anything. Okay, not name, it's a last name. Then we need mobile number as well. So mobile number, and we'll say 9-digit number. And if it's your last line, then don't keep comma. If you keep comma in the last line, you'll get an error. If you see, it became red, right? So don't keep in the last line comma. Now if you want to add more data, for example, I want to add subject as well. So comma in double quote subject, and I'll say test form header. Okay, and it's a last line. I think only 4 data we need to pass. 1 2 email as well. So let's add email after last name itself, email, and email I'll say okay. test@test.com and com also, right? So these are the test data now we are going to use in our test class. Now steps I have already written before starting this video itself. Okay, so these are the functions where I am passing the names, where set names will expect first name and last name as input, email will expect email. Now I have hard coded. Let's remove this and let's try to read the data from JSON. Now to read the data from JSON, you need to import the JSON file first. This is one way. There are other ways that maybe I'll create another video again to how to read in different ways in next, that will be the next video. For now let's see a way to import and then use the data. So I'll say here form data, you can give any name, and then from it is in test folder, test slash resources slash, if you see now you will not be able to see any suggestion, right? See, you're not getting any file name suggestion here, right? Usually you will not get if you are in TypeScript project. If you are in JavaScript project, by default it will be enabled, and when you say when you navigate your folder you will be able to see, right? So for now, if you see here, we are not getting the file name. For that, in TypeScript you need to make changes in your tsconfig.json file. So open tsconfig.json and add inside this compiler option itself anywhere. So let me add the after target itself. There is something called resolve JSON module. Okay, make sure your spelling is correct. Resolve JSON module and make it to true. Save this, resolve JSON module, make it to true, and then close it off. Now again I'll remove the slash, type slash again, and see if it is suggesting. No, it should suggest. Let me just close this file and open again. I'll open it again and let's see. Slash. No, it's not suggesting. Let me check if I've done something wrong. So I made this resolve JSON model to true. Maybe it's taking some time to load, so something because of my system slow. Let's yeah. So now it is visible here, right? Form data.json. So it just took a while because maybe after changing the setting here, it took a time to load the all this configuration. Now we are able to import. So the main thing is here in JSON, always if you are using TypeScript as a language, then add this in your tsconfig file. If you are using JavaScript, you don't have to do this, right? Now with this data, it will hold all the data whatever available in that JSON file. So now if I want to enter first name, I'll say form data dot, see now we are getting auto suggestion, right? First name, last name, whatever we have. So first name and form data dot last name. Here we are entering email, form data dot email. As of now we are passing hard coded email. Later we will improve it to see how we can randomly generate email ID and pass it. That we will be seeing in upcoming videos, but for now let's go with this. And then mobile number and form data dot subject, right? So now it is, see, we are able to read. We have imported. While importing, it was not suggesting this automatically, this file name. So what we did, we opened this configuration file tsconfig, updated this property resolve module, resolve JSON module is equal to true, and then it took some second, and then it was auto suggesting me again form data, and with that reference the variable, it can be just a data also. So it's not necessarily you can keep and then you just update here, still it will work, right? So I'll keep it form data only just to keep it meaningful. First name, last name, if you hover your mouse and press control, it will show you the value as well, whatever we have given. For email we have given test@testemail.com, right? So yeah, we're getting everything, right? So we have entered the data, all the data that was required, and I'll just keep a browser.post just to show you execution that it is exactly taking the data from the JSON file or not. Okay, so I'll say browser dot pause for some 5 seconds. I'll keep so that we can see the execution, and after execution we can see if this data has entered or not. First name as a test f name, last name as a test l name, email as a test at, and mobile number is 0123, subject as this test form header, right? So let's run this file and check whether it's working fine or not. Now to run this, I want to target only on this feature file, not I don't want to run all. and we have already seen how to execute it. Let's just do it again. So we'll say npm run test hyphen space hyphen spec space slash folder path. So my folder is first under test folder slash features folder, and then file name is form.feature. So form.feature, right? npm run test hyphen again space hyphen spec dot space dot slash your folder structure. So first folder is the root folder is test, so test, then feature folder, and then the file name is form.feature. That's what I've given. Let's run and check how it goes. Just loading the URL, maximized window, entered first name, entered last name, entered email, entered mobile number, entered subject line as well. You see, test f name, test l name, test@test.com. So everything whatever we have passed from our JSON file, that only was executed and that only has been passed. That means we are able to read the data from JSON file, and we are able to utilize that data in our, we are able to use that in our step definition, right? And the steps has been passed, correct? Now what we will do for this, if you just notice here, now every time this set of data, when you run this step, right, from this feature file, every time it will run only the same set of data. What if you have a requirement where you want to pass different set of data for the same step? Okay, so first time I want to pass this JSON file, okay, where we have this set of data, and then in next iteration or in next scenario I want to pass different data or different names. So how we can do that? So in the next video we will see how we can pass the in path of this JSON file from as a parameter here, and based on that part it will change the JSON file, and in that JSON file data will be captured on it, and it will be passed to our test cases. So that we'll see in the next video. Thank you so much.